Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I'm very excited to let you guys know that we have something positive to talk about. The Winnipeg Jets dominate the St. Louis Blues and win 4-0. This one felt really good, especially with how the season started, just really inconsistent play and everything else. This is what I was hoping the Jets could be at the beginning of the season. Now they just need to keep it going, so we're going to go through the game a little bit here. Yeah, just to summarize it really quick, the first period was kind of back and forth. Jets trading chances, Blues at the end getting their chances. But one guy that really stood out to me who I thought could have a really big game was Kyle Connor. He only has the one goal on the year. It was the empty netter in Game 1, I believe, against the Rangers. But as the game went on, he just kept getting better and better. That first line started to find a little bit of a groove. Shifley looked on tonight. He carried that line big time through the first period there, making all kinds of chances. Mason Appleton, obviously he's just in there for Nick Ehlers, but I thought he played one of his better games of the year. Didn't do anything to kill offensive possessions like it has been the last couple of games. So I didn't mind him on the line. And of course, as I was just talking about, Connor having a really nice game as well. Fishing pucks out of the corners, creating chances for Shifley. I was really, really happy with the first line, and I'm happy they were able to bounce back. But yeah, Mark Shifley getting the first goal in the second period of the game. And yeah, so that's his fourth on the season already in 6 games. Mark Shifley does appear to be back, ladies and gentlemen. That is big news for the Winnipeg Jets, who desperately missed that kind of Mark Shifley last year. So very happy that he is playing well. Moving into the third, it's Sam Gagner, who reminds me so much of Matthew Perreault with the role that he plays in this lineup. Anywhere you put him, whether it's on the fourth line or jumping up on the first line with Connor and Shifley, he's making plays, and he buries it from a sick feed from Kyle Connor. Really nice slap shot to get it through. Jets go up 2-0. Shortly after, Adam Lowry just thrown it to the front of the net, and it's Morgan Barron getting his first on the year. Really happy for Barron. He's needed one to go his way. Just hasn't been able to get much offense going, but he gets one there, and it's 3-0 Jets. And of course, Cole Perfetti at the end of the game, throwing it down the ice into the open net and making it 4-0 Jets. He has 2 goals and 3 assists in his last 4 games. Cole Perfetti is a player, ladies and gentlemen. Game ends 4-0, and that was one of the most dominant games I've seen the Jets play in a very long time. That might be the most dominant game I've seen in years. So I'm really happy that the Jets were able to get that down tonight. And what they need to do going forward is exactly this. Just keep playing the north-south game. Obviously, Hellebuyck didn't need to work that hard tonight. He had a lighter workload, and he posted his 29th career shutout. So shout out to Connor Hellebuyck for shutting the door when needed. But it was really nice how the D activated today. We're on the same page. Logan Stanley actually had an awesome game in very limited minutes with Dylan DeMello. It appears that Dylan DeMello is back on his game now. Just all around, really happy with how the team played. Can't complain. Complete team game. Really happy about this one. So a fun stat that I saw just before making this video, this is the first time the Blues have been shut out in 109 regular season games. So that's pretty impressive. So Connor Hellebuyck, obviously the guy to make that happen. But yeah, Jets win. Their next game coming up is against the LA Kings, and then the very next night on a back-to-back, they'll be playing the Arizona Coyotes. So I do expect Hellebuyck to probably get the start against LA. That's going to be a tough game, LA is a very good team with some very good young talent, but I think if the Jets play the style that they played tonight, being able to jump on LA right away, just like they did the Blues, I think they'll be just fine. This has been the biggest problem with Winnipeg, though, is their lack of consistency. As I said in my last video, the only thing that the Jets have been consistent with this year is being inconsistent. So they need to build off this win, string some wins together. Let's build up some wins. It's hard to win later on in the season because so many teams are fighting for playoff spots. So many teams are playing to play spoiler, and then there's just games where you have bad games, right? So it is much easier to win earlier on in the season. I like when the team that I'm cheering for goes out and wins a lot, gives them that padding just for some insurance down the line, right? So I'm hoping the Jets can do that, get above 500 here. and move on. But yeah, really happy with how this game went. It does appear that we have the 2017-18 Mark Scheifele back, just being one of the most dominant centers in the game. Really happy with how he's playing. Kyle Connor does appear to be back now after having a few quiet games in a row. And it won't be long here now until we get Nikolai Ehlers back. So hopefully this is the beginning of the turnover. Hopefully this is how we start playing down the line, because those past few games, those were tough to watch. And it's frustrating to watch those games when you know they can play like this. So I'm really happy that this is what the Jets are doing now. And hopefully it continues into the next couple. One thing to note, though, in this game, Rick Bowness wasn't behind the bench. Scott Arniel was the interim head coach for this game, as Rick Bowness was sick, just recovering from side effects from COVID-19, obviously. So wishing Bowness the best, hope that he gets better before too long. But yeah, he was in practice today, just having dizzy spells. I'm happy they sent him home. Didn't work him too hard. He's an older guy. 67 years old. I'm really happy that he's getting some rest, and I hope he has a speedy recovery. But with that said, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Just a quick recap of the Jets-St. Louis game. How do you think the Jets are going to perform in their next few games here? Let me know down below. Do you think they're going to be consistently playing like how they played against the Blues, or do you think they're going to revert back to how the last few games were? Love to hear from you guys. And yeah, so have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.